Alright, here we are with round 1. And this hand is pretty solid. That Umbra Clasher might be a little bit of a problem card for us, but Alloyin Strategist is real good. The only trick is we can't really deal with this Umbra Lasher here in any feasible way other than to play a Dr. Frankenbaum. So Umbra Clasher's stats are definitely underdrop in the underdrop category. So it is going to scale off into the late game. It pretty much always gets to trade with a Dr. Frankenbaum here. The question is, am I willing to do that? Am I willing to just play Frankenbaum? And I think I am. I might even Tech Explorer up in Alloyin Strategist here because we're not getting that much value out of it, and I'd rather just also level the Tech Explorer. Umbra Clasher is a really weird card because if you don't answer it, it just gets to kill your guys anyways. So say I go like Alloyin Strategist, Tech Explorer, it's going to trample over for 4, and it's going to almost kill my Alloyin Strategist anyways. So let's just let him kill my team if that's what they want to do, and let's just level up Alloyin Strategist and Tech Explorer, which I really want to level up both of those cards here. We are going to lose our Abomination, which is a little bit awkward, but there was no way we could do absolutely everything that we wanted to do. And this Abomination is still going to give us something. It's going to give us the ability to level up this Onyxian Marauder. Alright, they are going to go ahead and kill our Dr. Frankenbaum there. Will we have the means to deal with this Umbra Clasher now? Looks like no. Alright, yeah, this is awkward. That's a weird play by my opponent to sacrifice that. I guess if they use the Magma Hounds to finish it off, it'll be fine. I guess that's the plan. Magma Hounds, finish that off, then use the Umbra Clasher trigger here to kill Dr. Frankenbaum. What happened? Huh. Looks like they... Is this actually here right now? Yeah, it is. Okay. Weird. I guess my opponent accidentally killed... I'm not sure. Maybe they didn't get the Allied Tempest trigger? Kaleri, if you know what's going on, let me know. Maybe they just accidentally clicked through their Umbra Clasher trigger. Actually, I guess that's what happened. Sorry, just a small bug here. Bear with us. I guess they skipped the trigger by accident. They just canceled the trigger by hitting the battle button. I think that's what happened. Well, unfortunately for my opponent, this is going to give us an answer to Umbra Clasher. So I'm going to take advantage of that. Yeah, I think what happened was my opponent accidentally clicked the button right here to skip through that animation, which is unfortunate. I would recommend not doing that if you were playing Umbra Clasher. But, yeah, it looks like that's what happened. Frost Shatter Strike, pretty good spell there for my opponent. Frost Shatter Strike, I think, is one of the better spells available in the game. It's going to change this negative battle into a trade, which is quite solid. I'm going to play a Nexus Pilot, and then I think I want to continue to level up my Abominations. What's funny is this Scatter Spore Tiller will actually give me a means to level up Charnel Titan. You know what? I'm just going to level up Blight Skull Phantasm. I think that's good enough here. I could have played this in the side lane in case I drew a Alloyin Strategist. I didn't wind up drawing it. I don't know why I put it in this lane, actually. Yeah, I guess it was just wrong. Probably want to play for my Alloyin Strategist a little bit more here. But we're not getting super punished. Yeah, Wind Shatter Strike is real good. We don't have an Abomination in play because that's the route that we went. You kind of, like... The tricky thing with Abominations is, like, you want to play more once you've played one already. But hopefully not too big of a deal here. I'm going to keep Aegis Wings underleveled. Do want to find the means to deal with Cloud Cleaver Titan and this Uranti Warlord. I could put the Tech Explorer here, but the mobility on the Cloud Cleaver Titan is going to make that no bueno. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this, level Forge Guardian Beta, battle, and then play Ionic War Charger. Not going to be worried too much about this mobility creature getting in. Can't really stop that. Multiple Tech Explorers are good because they can pump themselves, which is quite fantastic. What else is pretty good, Cleary? I don't know if you've seen this deck, and you didn't really get to see it based off that player level, but multiple Alloyin Strategist is also pretty good. Multiple Nexus Techs, decent as well. We went with Nexus Pilot this game as our commanding officer in the center lane. Grave Pact, Tech Explorer could get to be a good combo here. Assuming my opponent doesn't have any way to finish this off, like, yes, a Uranti Warlord. That's pretty much exactly what I was thinking. Well, this still is not a huge deal. My opponent isn't ahead that much on board. I'm kind of hoping that they move this Cloud Cleaver Titan. Looks like they're not going to. But I'm going to go ahead and play my Hulk in the center lane. And I think I'm going to play Ionic War Charger here in front of Uranti Warlord. What's interesting is Ionic War Charger can positive battle this Uranti Warlord, and then it can actually still move over and trade with Uranti Warlord 2 in lane 5. So all that I think is quite fantastic. Double Tech Explorer I think is going to make this pretty good here. This card, like I said, it's great on player level 2, and that way when we get around to player level 3, we are just not going to have any problems at all. Techception for sure. Alrighty, so they did a little bit of damage to us here. Obviously, we don't want to stick around in this lane and negative battle here. Our opponent also did not give us any good moves for Nexus Pilot, and I don't really want to be aggressive here. I think I will just block the cards that they have set up. Yeah, Tech Explorer is great at level 3, so we're just going to play for player level 3 right now. I don't think it's unreasonable to have played that Nexus Pilot here, but I also just don't think that it is super necessary. My opponent has shown that they've got a lot of battle tricks, so I wouldn't be super surprised to see like a Frost Shatter Strike here, killing off Ionic War Charger, pumping Scatter Spore Tiller, and finishing off Tech Explorer. So I think we're still fine with that outcome. It's like one of the best possible plays I can come up with for my opponent. Oh, they made a slightly worse play, I think. They decided to push through 17 points of damage. It's respectable, but I just personally don't like it as much. I guess when you follow up with an Umbric Lasher, though, that is pretty sweet. It's hard to be too upset with that. I have to decide if I want to level Abyssal Maul or not. The fact that it's going to stick around isn't really going to be relevant. In fact, I can level whatever I want because I have a Technosmith. I guess I will have 2 creatures, so it will force my opponent to pick between one of them with the Umbra Clasher. And Alloyin Strategist could actually help us here. So let's go Technosmith, level Abyssal Maul. And then Alloyin Strategist here. So this is going to give us a creature that my opponent's probably going to be pretty tempted to block here. And luckily we're not going to be taking too much of threat from the Umbra Clasher. It looks like I'm drawing pretty well this game. Though you can look, there's still 3 unleveled cards in my discard pile. My opponent is drawing on par with us, I would say. But we have leveled much better and much more cards, which is definitely going to favor us as we move into the next player level. Alright, they're going to finish that off with Warlord. And are they going to take 8 damage? Or, nope, they're going to block. I probably would have gotten a little bit more aggressive if I was my opponent there. Just played this Warlord out in front. You don't really have to care about how much damage you yourself are going to take here. Do have an Abomination combo, which is nice to see those cards showing up in some numbers, but we're going to get a positive battle off here once we add in the Alloyin Strategist. I'm going to opt to not block this Uranti Warlord. That way, if my opponent draws a Yeti, they do have to make a choice between killing Alloyin Strategist and killing Onyxian Marauder. Obviously, if they have 2 Yetis, that's not going to be as big of a deal. Also important to note, Charnel Titan does get a bonus off of Uranti Warlord. Yeah, Marauder plus Strategist getting to be pretty powerful there. Charnel Titan does get a bonus off Uranti Warlord. Also gets a bonus off of plants from the Scatter Spore Tiller. So Charnel Titan winds up being pretty good against my opponent's deck here. I'm not sure if it's going to be too relevant. It's really going to depend on what order my opponent draws these Uranti Warlords in comparatively to my Tech Explorers. As awkward as this seems, this is actually, I think, pretty good for me. Seems a little bit crazy, but if my opponent can draw these Uranti Warlords now, that means I don't have to worry about them messing up my Tech Explorers. And my Tech Explorers are going to be almost impossible for my opponent to deal with. I just get to drop it. Maybe I should have shrinked this to give myself room for Nexus Tech. It shouldn't matter too much. I can just play a Tower Scout here and trade with Uranti Warlord. So that was the reason I did it, so that a level 1 could trade with Uranti Warlord here. Looks like Uranti Bolt's going to finish that out. So I'm actually going to play something to trade off with this. Alright, my opponent's got a lot of cards going on here. So we do have to watch our life total. Yeah, we're getting pretty low. We're going to take 7 and 7. We probably just want to take the least amount of damage now and pivot towards making that our plan. So let's go Tech Explorer. We can level up Grave Pact or Tech Gnome. I'm going to go ahead and just level up Tech Gnome, I think, and then level up Tower Scout. We already have a Nexus Tech or a Nexus Pilot in the deck, so I'm going to concern myself more with that. Dr. Frankenbaum lines up well here. Zithian Hulk can positive battle the Uranti Warlord. We need this guy to do a lot of work, though, and this 5/5 Treefolk may even be a problem. Oh, you're right. The Explorer does only hit creatures, so it can't level up the Grave Pact. My fault. It's going to only discard and level up creatures, so we didn't really have that much of a choice there. Frost Shatter Strike's going to make our life total pretty low here. But they misplayed with it again. Wow. Alright, those misplays are definitely adding up here for my opponent. They put a Frost Shatter Strike on a non-active creature that was also irrelevant to pump up. So we're going to take 12 more damage here from Cloud Cleaver. Yeah, I think we might be dead this game. I thought we were going to have an option of just winning the late game here, but I don't think we're going to get there. We are going to have a really, really good rank 4, but I'm not convinced we're going to get there. We have Strategist and Field Marshal to potentially change the pace of battle against this Zithian Hulk. We can give it a total of +7 attack, making it a 15 attack creature. My opponent's going to go Cinderbound Barbarian and finish off Hulk here. Okay, well, Tech Explorer is going to block the Titan. Probably going to put Alloyin Strategist on this Cinderbound Barbarian. Actually, I guess I will block Magma Hound, as that is just a bigger threat here. We go down to 8, so we're planning on going down to 2 here. Like I said, not looking great, but we will give it a chance. We're going to see rank 4. We're going to see our rank 4 hand, but we might not get to make a play in rank 4. All my opponent needs is one more burn spell, any type of pump, and yeah, we kind of needed to be out ahead of this a little bit more. Our opponent's deck was quite aggressive. Never give up. Yeah, any pump spell will do it. The free dog will kill us at any point. The Warhound Courser will kill us at any point. Any burn spell or any pump spell will kill us this turn. Said I still think that this game is possible to win. That's true. No, double open lane won't do it because Alloyin Strategist could move over and finish something off. This makes me feel like we're fine. That's obviously not great, but I still think we're fine. Now we are no longer dead to pump spells. We are just dead to burn spells and the dog. But if we can get all of our lanes filled up, then that means we are just dead to actual burn spells. So that is the hope anyways. Yeah, we're still a ways off from all that. Yeah, my opponents definitely made some mistakes, but they drafted a better deck than us. And there's the dog, which means they are going to be able to finish us off here. Maybe not a better deck, but they did it. I mean, we both got reasonable cards on rank 2. The Yetis are really, really strong. But, yeah, I didn't really do anything during rank 1. My opponent just had some solid cards, though, and was able to claw their way to victory. That starts us with an 0-1 start here, but I'm not too worried. Let's jump into the next one.